It's too low. I think I'm gonna shut down one. Yeah, I'm gonna shut down one. Shut down this one. Close the reference. Yeah, what's going to happen? Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Welcome once again to the AM session, which I don't normally trade. However, this time around, I will be trading it as I'm working night shift and I'm preparing to go to work now. So I thought I should try multi-streaming. If the quality is not good on TikTok, please forgive me. But you can jump on for a better quality on YouTube. I will be streaming on multi-platform from now moving forward. Yeah, man. What else? What else? What else? What else? Something I'm missing here. Let's see, what am I missing? Okay. I hope I'm audible. Okay, let's get into it, guys. I'm gonna go straight to the second session, but in between we'll jump on to do the swing trading and update on positioning I have. I think it's better that way. As time is against me, I started late. So, um, okay, let's do it, guys. But how's been your week so far? Okay, let's get into it. Let's see what we have. Here we go. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. Okay, let's go straight. I will update you on the macroeconomics and day trading. But let's go straight to day trading and do our analysis. And remember, Powell is testifying today, so the market might be crazy. Ooh. So we're back to all-time high. Today the market is up 0.4. This is interesting. Okay. We have taken the all-time high, but let's go. Let me just quickly do the analysis and then if it's lagging, please forgive me, guys. I will have to upgrade my internet connection this month. Right, let's go do it. Okay, previous daily high. We've just taken the previous daily high. Um, so below that, it does look like it could be a continuation to the upside because we've taken the previous daily high to the upside. There is good momentum to the upside and the downside. So I think I will just be very careful on that. Let's quickly see this. What's happening here? I hope I'm audible. Let me see if I'm audible. Come on, man. Don't shut me down, dude. Okay, it will be an annoying stream. Yeah, it will be an annoying stream. The way the KPS are dropping, I will lag a lot. But let's try and see, man. But other than that, we've taken previous daily high, previous daily low, directly inside. I'm just gonna quickly go to the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, yeah, it looks like we're gonna get something like that. It looks like we're just gonna get a continuation, and the move might have happened because already I have started the stream late. And if you're on TikTok, you're struggling to hear me, I'm lagging a lot. You can jump on YouTube. I'm hoping it will be um, a better stream on the other side. I will upgrade my internet, and I'm hoping after the upgrade of the internet, I will be able to stream on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. But let's get into it, man. Let me start mumbling. Okay, where was I saying? Okay, I was saying there is a possibility that we're gonna roll over before we push to the upside. Yeah. S&P 500, what is it doing? My internet was good. S&P 500, same thing. We are either high, we've taken that high. Let's see this one. Also, it looks like a continuation. I'm just gonna quickly look at the 1 minute time frame. 1 hour. So 1 hour, there is this 1 hour fair value gap that I think I am just gonna be looking for the market to come all the way down here, perhaps, and then maybe we can talk about a continuation to the upside in that area there. Because given that we've opened higher, Powell is testifying, so I just don't want to jump in anywhere I feel like jumping in. So that is why I'll just try to be careful when I'm looking for a trade around this area. And also inside there, there is another 1 hour fair value gap that if we could do go all the way down, we could be coming back to that area there. But let's see, I just want to see something. Okay, I am happy to look for a continuation to the upside if we roll over, come back, reject there, because that's where the 50% of this move discounted area is. So I think I'll be comfortable with that to look for longs. Okay, we turn on that, look at the 15 minutes, what's happening on the 15 minutes time frame. So on the 15 minutes time frame, we've taken the Asia high, London high, and we just continue to the upside. So uh, I am gonna look for longs. I think I'm bullish for the day. There is this 250 minutes fair value gaps here that I'm gonna look for the rejection to the upside in these areas. So let's see what happens if we're gonna come back um inside here. Oh, hold on. It could be something here. There could be something here. Yeah, there is something. So when you look at S&P 500, you have came back to this 15 minutes fair value gap here. So I am gonna be bullish. I am bullish. We've tapped into that 15 minutes fair value gap, which is more like there's a breaker on the other side. Um, I was hoping that there will be an SMT, but it doesn't look like there is an SMT. So, okay, we shut down this. I was hoping that there would be an SMT here. Okay, there's none. I think I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, just gonna wait and see the reactions around these areas. I'm not gonna rush to jump into a trade. I'm gonna wait for reactions around this area. If we get a move again, lower again, which will give us an SMT and push back to the upside, my target would be this high. Um, so this area, that's what I'm watching. I think even if it doesn't happen now going into the PM session, then I will look for these areas as well. Because when I look at S&P 500, we are there. Look at that. Do not forget to like and subscribe if you're on other platforms, YouTube. If you're on YouTube and the other platform, please go subscribe, follow me, like the live. Oh shucks, I am bullish. Look at that. There is an SMT here. I didn't see that. Okay. There is an SMT. I didn't see it. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, Nasdaq has created a lower low while S&P 500 has failed to do that. Yeah. Ooh, just created a lower low. The SMT is gone now. I am gonna also mark this. Oh, Powell. What is Powell doing, guys? 5 minute fair value gap there. So this, I think I'm gonna look for longs. Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for longs. I'm gonna start looking for longs. So this is the opening price. I'm gonna target the opening price. So this is the AM. So this is the AM session open price. AM opening price. I am gonna target the AM opening price. Okay. So let's see, man. What are we what are we having? We have already tapped in this area where there's a 15 minutes of fair value gap. I mean, 15 minutes fair value gap. So yeah, let's see. Let's see if I'll get a trade. But hey, Powell is testifying, so I have to play it as safe as I can. It's not working. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna stay out and watch, guys. I'm not gonna look for trades here. Just gonna be watching for now. But let's just quickly do the update on the swing positionings. And see on the swing positioning side, what do we have? Oh, stream elements. Let's see what's here. YouTube chat. Yeah. Okay. Do not forget to like the live and do not forget to like the live and subscribe, guys. And I'm not even sure if I'm live on YouTube. Oh, okay, I am live. I love how this 5 minutes has opened. We just closed the 5 minutes. Now we're about to we just opened another 5 minutes. I love how it opened and pushed to the upside here. We could potentially get something out of it. Just gonna look at S&P 500. So this is S&P 500. We have tapped into this 5 minutes fair value gap, and we are looking into pushing to the upside. While above here, there is this 1 minute fair value gap, for which I need to be careful when playing around that price as well. Yeah, that area there. Though we look like we are about to get market structure shift, perhaps I can get my trade to the upside. Let's see. Yep, it is setting up for that. But for me, because of how it's looking in that area, I don't have a clear. I will prefer for it to come back, come on. I will prefer for it to still give me a lower low to do something like this. because once it does something like this, I know I have a lower low, it creates a high high. So on the break again to the upside, it will give me a clear market structure shift that I can look for long to the upside. But if it keeps on just shooting back to the upside, I am not going to get anything, and I'm not even going to attempt to look for a trade in that sense. Guys, I'm tired. You have to forgive me. Oh, Lord. This thing is terrible. Okay, while at that, let me just quickly give an update on the swing position that I have. I think I can quickly do that as well. What's happening here? Anyway, come on. Okay, it just created the lower low that I was looking for. So if if I get a clear market structure shift here, if I can get a move like this, then I can look for longs. And here there was a 1 minute fair value gap that it reacted to. So I'll want this to fade as well. But if this doesn't fail, then now it's a problem. If that doesn't fail, it's a problem. Okay. You see why I was trying to be careful within this 1 minute fair value gap just to jump on just because I'm 1 minute fair value gap it is giving something. You'll end up jumping into something that you don't like. It's gonna give you problems. So look at that 1 minute, it is fading as well. So right now, the best case scenario is to get something like this. So, and I also want to give you an update on the swing positioning that I have, guys, and time. Okay. Okay, let's wait. Let's watch and see. So right now, it's us just watching. I know the price section is a bit horrible, but yeah, I think longs make sense, man. Tap the another area that you should consider if this fails. There's another area that I can consider if that fails is to come back for this low here. Because I just want to get this continuation here. We created a higher high. We are coming back for a lower low, then look for that continuation. I think that's what I'm trying to trade here. So because also Powell is testifying, so you might get a lot of price action that is terrible. Hence, I'm just being careful. So, okay, let's remove this. Come on, bladder. Come on, bladder. You can, and you will do what I want. I also want to give you an update, guys, on my swing positioning. So this will be a good trade to the upside. Yeah, come on. This is a point where you just have to be patient. And for why? To avoid getting yourself in trouble. Okay, while at it, just quickly speak about the swing positionings and the trades that I have. Before that, let me do this. Let me just open here. Come on, open. I just want to log on my platform here. So on the swing positioning, it's been horrible for the past few days. for the past 2 weeks with the whole, as don't know, I'm on a deep drawdown, a massive drawdown because of, I don't know, the way I was timing the market maybe was not good enough. And then you tend to, what's happening here? Ooh, didn't see that. Okay. Okay, while waiting for the day trading to take shape, I'll just quickly speak about what you see. Yeah. So this is called the edge finder. I am just gonna quickly show you why I went long in the positioning that I have. However, for now I am long NZD, JPY, gold, for which is not looking good. I think I'm gonna move my stop to break even on gold. It's not looking good, and the reason is we are already neutral in terms of fundamentals. And when you look at the COT, it's okay for gold, I should say, but retail positioning, seasonality, everything has totally changed, and that's why it just dropped gold into the neutral territory. And since I've been on a very deep drawdown lately, so I will try to be careful. But NZD, JPY, and Euro AUD, where's Euro AUD? Yeah. Also, Euro USD has lost a bit of ground, I think. Where is it? Um, don't tell me you've won. Oh, Euro AUD, it's also bullish, it's giving a +8 reading. So with that, and also the thing is, what I love is it takes all the macroeconomics, macros, and put them together and give a scoring and give a bias. So in this case, I am Euro JPY Nasdaq still giving a bullish reading, and it looks like we are on moving. As I said, I've been saying for the past few weeks. If you want to see that, you can jump on YouTube. I've been saying. Um, we are moving into risk on asset, and this is what you see risk on asset it's dominating right now. I'm not going to speak a lot about this, but let's just quickly show the not market sentiment. I need a heat map. Where's the heat map? Okay, economic heat map. So here's the economic heat map. Heat map. Ooh, English heat map. British pound is back in the neutral territory. USD it's bearish. Euro now starting to be neutral to bearish now. But the most bullish one is Canadian dollar, New Zealand. But just quickly go to the US economy. Just browse through this. I know it's boring, but if you look at the beating that it's getting and you come back, you see that on the currency itself, we are bearish, but we are trying to play safe. But for me, what's happening? Ooh, okay. I will continue on the update on the swing positioning. This is starting to be interesting. What's happening? This is starting to be interesting. I just don't like something here. I see something that I don't like. Okay. I'm gonna go low. SMT. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go low. Okay, I'm gonna go low. Okay, fail here. Okay, what does it do? Does this make sense though? Uh, I want to go long here, but I just don't like the risk to reward. Let's see. Okay. I should be going long now. Okay, let me buy this. Sorry. I sometimes get distracted because now here's an opportunity for me to go long, and I just have to make sure that you guys understand. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna just try to go long. I'm gonna buy Nasdaq. Hold on for me. Come on. Don't rush. Hey, I just went in on a falling knife, so I just jumped on a falling knife. But let's see how we move, man. Okay, I took my trade, yeah. I got a great fill. I don't know if it's a great fill or it's a terrible fill, but this is why I took my trade. Glory, glory, mountain. Come on. So I'm just sometimes when you set up these things, it's a mission to get it right. So right now I am trying to get it right. Yeah, I'm on a train. Okay, I'm on this trade, gentlemen and ladies. Let's see. Let's see what we have. Let's quickly see something. Okay, I just want it to distribute more to the upside. One of the areas that I'm looking for and I'm targeting closely is this area here. But my worry, there's a lot of worries, eh? Do- Okay. So, look, if in this say, if I get a move above here, I'm gonna move to break even. If I get a move above there, I'm gonna move to break even. I don't like having so much risk, eh? If we move above there, I'm gonna move to break even. Look at that rejection. So, guys, if you're on TikTok, please jump on YouTube. We're creating your content. We are trading live on YouTube. And Powell is testifying, so this can go either way. This can definitely go either way. The big boss is testifying. And please do not forget to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow me also on TikTok. And don't forget to like the live. I'll truly appreciate it. Quickly do this. If it closes above us, I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even. 30 seconds before closure. Because there is, if you can look closely here, there is this 1 minute fair value gap here, which it could be our obstacles right now. Let me see if we get an inversion there. You see, it's closing inside. So, but I'm thinking of reducing my risk to this low now. Okay, I'm gonna reduce my risk to this low. Just quickly do that. Let me use my phone. Okay, I've just reduced my risk quite tight right now to that low. The reason why I've reduced my risk, it's I just, sometimes there is this thing that when you know that Powell is testifying, the market movement and direction is not purely technical. Also, it's it's not purely technical. Also, there is a lot of things that Powell will be saying, so that could move the direction of the market either way. So rather be safe, just move tight my stop loss and just, yeah, and closely watch what happens. I'm just watching what once we get an invasion of this 1 minute fair value gap, I am gonna move my stop loss to break even. Should I move my stop loss to break even? If by quarter past I don't get what I'm looking for, I'm gonna move my stop to break even. Yeah, ne? That 1 minute is really an obstacle, eh? That 1 minute is really an obstacle. Ooh, look at that. Oh my God. Remember, my initial risk for this trade. Ooh, there is a trade that I said I want to move to break even. Okay, on the swing trading, while holding on to this, on the swing trading part of this entire thing, I need to just quickly manage my trade. Yeah, there is a trade that I quickly have to manage. I need to manage my trade. Gold. I have gold longs, and I think I'm gonna move to break even. And I did explain earlier, if you wanna see, you can just jump on YouTube, go back lower, where you'll understand why I decided to just move this to break even, just to manage my trade and my risk. Already, gold, it is on a neutral reading in terms of macroeconomics and how I look at my macroeconomics. So this trade, it could go either way. So rather, I become safe given that I've been on a very massive drawdown. So I'm just gonna move my stop loss to break even. Is this break even? Um, yeah, just above break even. Okay. And then on the swing trading again, another position that I have, it's on the forex side. I have Euro AUD, which the trade is looking good. It is looking good. I'm just worried about this resistant area. If we wanna see if we're gonna get a continuation higher. And then on the other side as well, we are looking like we want to break out from the previous monthly high to hold above the monthly high and go for the weekly high and look for the continuation to the upside. So these are the trades that I have on the swing trading point of view, and they're looking good. You sometimes don't have to force things. You just have to look at your microeconomics and decide. And I did show, just jump on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube. If you go back to this video, maybe I'll break it down, but there is a heat map that shows the strength of each currency pair, and the Australian dollar is looking very well. So, but anyway, let's go back to our day trading. Let's go back to our day trading. Let's see how our trade is looking like. We closed up half. Look at how this thing is moving, man. I'm still not gonna move my stop loss to break even as yet. I think um I said so 3 minutes before 3 minutes before I see if there will be any good distribution to the upside. That 1 minute is holding. Hence I said earlier on, go back and see that oh, you can only go back on YouTube, jump on YouTube, you will see what I was trying to explain, that this can be your first target. Let me mark it as my first target. First target, first target. So I've marked that as my first target. And then if it continues, I'm gonna move to break even. Glory, glory, men united. But if by quarter past nothing has happened, I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even. I know I've reduced my risk decisively so, but sometimes you just have to agree that when that distribution to the direction of my choice is not happening, therefore, why should I put in more risk and hold on to risk rather than um, rather than just moving stop loss to break even and allow the trade to do what it wants? And I think I'm at that space right now. 1 minute before the 15 minutes closure. I would love this to close like this, and I'll definitely move my stop loss to break even. Okay, good acceleration to the upside. Oh, nice. Good move. Okay, 12 seconds before the closure of this candle, and then I think I'm gonna de-risk. 15 pass. Okay, let's see. Guys, please do not forget to like and subscribe. If you're on YouTube, on TikTok, please just like the live. Okay, I love the move. Stop loss at break even. Closed above. Stop loss at break even. See, is it at break even? Yeah. Okay, stop loss at break even. If it closes above, break above there and leave this as a fair value gap, I'm gonna secure quite a few profit and move to that as my fair value gap to the upside. Because this it's done, and then we continue to the upside. Ooh, nice move. Okay, I think this will have to hold. Okay. Remember, stop loss was at break even. I think now stop loss will be in bit of a profit. Let me see something. Just trying to say something. Do I secure a bit of profit? Let me leave everything. Fine. I'll just leave it at break even for now. Unless we get a move like this, come back here, reject again, because it is a break. I reject, come back and take out that high. Definitely, I will look for this here. I will look for this. Reject there, take out this high, and then push back to the upside because we will get something like this. Then I can move and say secure a bit of profit and just wait out. Because now I'm thinking could roll over to this, take out this low, come back higher. We still have enough time, power wallet speaking. So there's no need for me to panic. I have no risk on the block now. I have no risk on the line. Oh, also, we have hit our first target. So if you wanted to take a bit of profit, you'll have taken profit where our target is right now. So I deserve a bit of W's in the chat, guys. First take profit. We've come to our first take profit, hit our first take profit. So let's see. I didn't forget about that. Look at that. Okay, first take profit hit. Um, should you escalate, take profit and move, or just hold on? Stop loss at break even. This is what I was talking about. So if my stops wanted to secure profit here, would have been taken out already. Because the market is volatile, Powell is testifying, So anything is possible. Anything is possible. I might even take a break even. And the reason why I'm willing to take a, oh, this is a break even, definitely for sure. Um, the reason why I am willing to take a break even is um, we've hit our first take profit. I just didn't want to de-escalate and take partials. I just wanted to hold on to the trade and just see it through, man. Sometimes you have to be brave. It did give a 1:1, where I said first target was a 1:1 RR, and then yeah, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. I might take a break even, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, might take a break even. It's not looking good for the bulls here. But I am still bullish. I'm still looking bullish. Yeah, still bullish. I have no risk. So taking a break even is not a trend smash. I don't think the trade will hold, man. I think we might take a break even, yeah. Okay, if we take a break even, I'm just gonna quickly go through fundamentals. Oh, look at that. Break even. Okay, took a break even. I'm really not mad. Okay, break even. Yeah, this thing is dipping, eh? Okay, break even is taken. I have no complaints. Yeah. Okay, taking a break even. Um, because look, we did go to our first take profit. Um, and I will expect that we will get to, but immediately we close lower. You could have potential to say, I want to secure a few rands, but at the end of the day, you secure a few rands, the market comes back, takes you out there, roll over, and push back to the upside. You don't want the pain of saying, but I was right, you know? So you rather take a break even and go home. So that's what I did. I've just taken a break even and I'm going home. So I think I am not even gonna look for any other position right now. We've taken the low that I was looking for. I think that's it, man. That's it for me. I don't. There is still a more continuation to the upside again. It's just that I'm looking at the time I have to go to work. So when I look to call it a day, man. But before I call it a day, let's just quickly looking at the time. Sorry. Let's just quickly go to the swing positioning and go through macroeconomics, and then we can close it off, guys. We can close it off. We can close it off. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Taking a break even. So, look, I can't complain, man. Break evens are part of trading as long as I manage my risk properly. And I think what keeps me happy right now is I did manage my risk properly. I didn't try to wanna hold on something that I'm not sure what's gonna happen. The market is volatile. Powell is testifying, so anything he says could move the market either way. So with that, I think I am happy to say, um, I am happy. Want to say something? I am happy to say, okay, close this and I am happy to say break-even day, it's fine for me. But um, let's look at the swing positioning, and I think what I have, and I know there is something that I need to close off. I bought an ETF gold. I think I need to close off that ETF gold trade that I have. What am I doing? Anyway, uh, okay. Okay, okay. Anyway, on this trade, as I said, I took longs there. Good move to the upside. This was my first target, but normally I don't take profit there. I was maybe gonna consider taking profit there. But however, as we pushed to the upside, decided to move to break even, and the market rolled all the way down and took me out. But before I call it a day, man, I think it's safe for me to just go through the swing positioning that I have. And the good news is Nasdaq, it's up, it's on its all-time high. So for those that have been investing on Nasdaq, big up to you guys. But on my side, um, just don't want to open this. Okay. For futures, I have long. I'm long on. I'm long gold, and people be like, "But why long gold?" I am long gold. Gold, when I entered, it makes sense to be long gold. You had USCPI doing quite well in terms of they were able to manage the US CPI was lower, retail sales came out well. But I'll show you that on the H finder. And then I went in. So the bad thing here is I went long there. The market, this thing dismally failed, continued to roll over. So I tried for the second time, and the macroeconomics changed dismally. Now we have gold is at the neutral. It's neutral, and I'll just quickly go through to show you why the macroeconomics on gold are neutral. Long that. Also, I was considering and contemplating going long oil um, on the support here. So if it continues coming back lower, I could take long oil. But uh, unless I buy an ETF, unless I'm considering it, and if I do, I'm likely to buy an ETF because the first ETF I wanted to buy was there um, on the JSE, but it pushed to the upside, broke above. I thought maybe that will hold as support, but it didn't really happen. And when there was ceasefire between Iran, USA, and Israel, and we saw oil coming all the way back. Um, we saw oil coming back all the way down. Look at that, because there is ceasefire, meaning, and also Trump said something like China and Iran can still trade within that route where oil is distributed in Iran, and Iran is one of the major oil exporters. So in that sense, the market was like, perfect. Maybe oil prices might not go higher, and that will lead to recession. And then we sold off oil. That's why also, if we're to look at gold also, we started selling off, sorry, we started selling off on gold. We started selling off on gold as well because of the same thing that I'm trying to explain here, that ceasefire, people have certainty. I tried to go along there, it has taken me out. I tried for the second time, but in terms of macroeconomics, it's back to break even. I mean, sorry, it's back to the neutral area. So, and then in terms of Forex, I'm only positioned on two Forex pairs. The first one, it's NZDJPY. And one thing I love about NZDJPY pair, I'm accumulating carry trades in terms of earning interest just for holding NZDJPY. I think I'll go through this in a few minutes. I'll go to the H finder and show you carry trades. So if even when it consolidates for long, ah, I don't mind holding on to I don't mind holding on to it, and this is purely because it has a positive trade carry trade. I don't know if it makes sense. It has a positive carry trade, which means now I am able to earn money while holding it, even though it was consolidating for the past few days. Look at that. And then I'm hoping for the breakout and to hold above the monthly, to hold above this monthly. Come on, dude, what am I doing? To hold above this monthly high and close above to look for that retest and to continue to the upside. But look, once it closes above, I might even try to secure profit or move to break even. I will decide on that as I manage this trade. But it is a good trade. The microeconomics are very bullish for the New Zealand dollar. And then another one that I have is um it's Euro AUD bought on support. I'm hoping that it continues to close above so that I can move to break even as well. But already, it's looking good as well. So those are the trade that I have. But other than that, man, let's just quickly go to the H finder and explain everything that I've been mumbling about. So let's start with the US. I know this is boring. So this is one of those boring things when you're trading and people don't want to speak about. Extremely boring, but um, let's do it, man. So this is the U.S. economic heat map. If you look at the U.S. economic heat map, we you look at the GDP growth. We did beat expectations. We did beat expectation by a few. That's why it's a bit bullish here. We missed expectation. We missed expectation for PMI. Retail sales, we also missed expectation. Look at that. Terrible, terrible numbers because the forecast was zero point 0.5. We got a terrible number. So for me, when I looked at retail sales, I look at PMI. I also look at where's CPI. I also look at CPI. I thought, look, CPI is lower. We are at 2.4%. With 2.4, you are likely gonna get the Fed's cutting rate. That's what I was thinking. Hence, I was more bullish for gold as well, that people will de-escalate from buying the dollar currency because we are likely to get lower rate. And if we're to look at the technical of the treasury yield, you'll see that the treasury yield is coming down slower, which means the bond market it is starting to price in for rate cuts. Also, ADP came out like a maze as well. Montage, that look at that montage. It came out a huge minus 15%, and that tells you that the bond market also is starting to price in for rate cuts. So we have seen the market on the US Treasury yield coming down. Let's just quickly show you now. I hope I'll be able to show you. US Treasury yield, US Treasury. Okay, bond. Let me do this. Uh, Let me do it. Bond. All right, come on. What am I doing? Bond. Okay. Okay. I can use these things, but let's just use any ETF here. 7 to 10 year. I don't like this ETF, but it's gonna use that as an example. I. What am I doing? I need bonds. What am I doing? How? Here I'm looking for. So looking at the US Treasury yield, um, look at that. We are starting to come back lower, retesting the 200 MA. So that when we started seeing something like this, the US Treasury yield coming lower, that for me was like, okay, we are starting to price in for rate cuts. We're starting to price in for rate cuts. That's what I think I wanted to show you. But to let's go back here as well. Hence, perhaps this explain why, if we're to look at the dollar currency on its own, it's on its lowest point you can ever think of. Okay. Wow. So anyway, I move further. Let's go to the U got New Zealand dollar. I'm just going to show you the heat map for the New Zealand dollar. Look at that. Look at that. 75% bullish for the New Zealand dollar. Even though GDP growth, we got a good surprise, which was good. That was bullish. Also, unemployment rate came out bullish, and that came out bullish. And then look at these things. These are good numbers. Hence, when you look at this overall in terms of the currency, the only thing that is bearish is PMI and service PMI, basically. But the rest, we are definitely bullish for the New Zealand dollar. And comparing it to, if you compare it to the Japanese yen, also Japanese yen is 50-50. And then when you take the two, you look at the Japanese yen stock. So if you're buying indices, the Japanese index, look at that. That's a very good macroeconomic to the upside. So also another one that is doing quite well, it's not here, but anyway, stock surprise meter. So this is the stock market. I'm just going to look at the stock market or indices. You look at the S&P 500 starting to increase, and we are at the all-time high with Nasdaq, Australian 200. It's bearish. So the average basically in the stock market, we're starting to see Nikkei to the upside. So these are the things that sometimes when you look at it, you start having an idea to say, why am I starting to buy? Why am I buying? Why am I selling? But anyway, let's just go to the overall. Let's just go to the overall thing. So let's go. Euro USD. It's a very bullish reading. Oh, anyway, it just changed now as it was updating. Anyway, uh, Dow Jones, it's up. I'm interested in Dow Jones anyway. I'll look into it. Let me just quickly look into it. Look at that. TOT is positive. Retail sale was good. Seasonality is good. Trend is good. PMI is the only thing that came out bearish, and retail sales. And retail sales for me, as much as it looks bearish for the US indices, however, this is very important. However, this indicates a slower inflation data. And that says to the Fed they need to cut rates rather than now than later. And remember, I'm just going to show you I spoke about carry trades. I'll go, but interest rate data. I'm just going to quickly speak about interest rate here. Remember, interest rate, it determines the direction of the currency and the bond market. And if we were to look at the bond market is coming down, this will take time for it to open. I wanted inflation data. I don't know. I'm opening treasury yield, but treasury yield is coming down anyway. Look at that. We just got an inversion of the treasury yield. We just got an inversion on that. Oh, shucks. I didn't see that. Okay, sorry. Let me just quickly do this. So I'm just gonna just quickly arrange this. Uh, Here we go. Where was I? Where was I? Okay, I was saying US Treasury yield, we get this clear invasion of the US Treasury yield. So we are starting to see that we are starting to price in for the rate cuts. But anyway, let me speak about CPI and interest rate. Oh God. CPI, we've been on this massive downtrend on the CPI. And remember, the Feds are always targeting 2%, but they don't look at only CPI. CPI right now, we're at 2.4, better than the previous one. Um, but they also look at CPI that we are close to 2%, and we don't want a de-inflation. So therefore, we just want to keep it at 2%, which is like they call it the safe lending. I'm just forgetting the correct term. But they don't only look at inflation data. One of the data that is very important, it's labor data. Look at the labor data. You look at unemployment rate is stable at 4.2%. Unemployment claims. it's also stable, but we don't want to see unemployment claim dismal increasing to the upside. That would be very worrying. And I think the reason why we have not gotten rate cuts already, it's purely because the Feds on its own, they were worried about the war. Will the war be inflationary or not? And they also have to get worried about tariffs. So those were the things. But now the east ceasefire, if we start to have more of stability in the market, then therefore we could get rate cuts. And you look at wage growth, there's a 3.9 wage growth, which is stable. We don't have a dismal drop. So they normally look at inflation data, they look at the labor data, and then that determines if it is safe to start cutting rates, because you don't want to cut rates too early or too late, looking at only the inflation data. So I think that's what I wanted just to go through it. But anyway, carry trades. Carry trade. So I just wanted to speak about carry trades. Carry trades. So I spoke about carry trades, and when you're trading forex, I think it's very important to consider carry trades. Very important. Let's go look at carry trades. I am long NZDJPY. That's the first one. I'm just gonna go through NZDJPY. Here we go. I am long NZDJPY. You look at the New Zealand dollar interest rate is at 3.2%, while the Japanese yen is at 0.5%, which means every single day since I've bought the New Zealand dollar, because I'm long New Zealand dollar, if you buy it, I earn about 2.5% interest. So even if it consolidate for the entire month, every single day, this is what I'm earning. Unless it's trying to roll over and just be on a drawdown. But if it consolidate, I am earning about 2.75% interest. If you bought NZDJPY, and I'm also long Euro AUD, for which here it's a negative interest, or we call it carry trade a negative. Anyway, euro is 2.15%, while Australian dollar is at 3.8%, which means if you sell, then you're gonna earn interest. But now, since I'm long euro AUD, I am losing value every single day. I'm not earning interest. So, in this sense, you'll want the market to have that good move to the upside so that you take profit as fast as you can. So this is something that you should consider when trading forex, to see if you can hold a trade for 3 months, 4 months, considering these things. For worst case scenario, let's say you sell USD try, you'll earn 40% interest every single day for selling the dollar. So those things are very important for me, and I'm always consider it when I trade. Always looking into these carry trades. I know normally these topics are boring, but it's very important to see when you trading when you are trading forex. And then let's go to if we are risk on or risk off. Anyway, strong bullish. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so that's it, man. I think I wanted to speak about that, and I think one of the last few things before I call it a day, let me quickly analyze SA top 40, and then I'm gonna speak about stocks. SA 40. I've been mumbling. Damn, man. Oh, I've been mumbling. So this is the JSE top 40 index. This thing, yo, look at that. Look at that recovery. Look at that. Oh, that thing has been a beast, eh? I should say the JSE top 40 is doing quite well, eh? Look at that. But anyway, I am looking for for longs, I want to buy ETFs here. I am more comfortable if we come back retest here to buy a lot of it. If we come back retest this area, I am definitely going to buy a lot in that support. But I'm going to start to price in a lot of this because I just don't like how it's moving to the upside. It looks like we're going to get a move lower, something like that. Retest this support areas before we push back to the upside. But this is a SJSE top 40 index. So look, I'm not gonna complain much about it, and I'm not gonna rant much about it. So for me, my trade on gold is not looking good. I bought GLD. I bought gold, but instead of buying it on a forex broker, I bought it on the JSE. I bought GDL, which is an ETF that tracks gold. It's not looking good. I'm even contemplating to close it off. Look at that. I am down. I'll tell you now. But anyway, you can add. Look, I'm thinking also to add more position here on the ETF that I bought. So at some point, where's this? At some point on this ETF, or which is gold ETF, I was up about 4%. Remember, the ETF is more like you are buying shares. So I was up 4%. Instead of buying gold on a forex broker, in this instance, I decided to buy it on the JSE as if it's stock. So I was up almost 4.9%, and then the rollover I was down about 1.6. Now I'm down 0.49% from the time I enter the trade. So it's not looking good. So I'm hoping that we're gonna start again to start building up and push back to the upside. I'm not gonna close it off unless we totally get this kind of a move. Given that I'm using a margin account, I'm gonna close it off. If it was not for that, I was not gonna close it off. Okay, moving along. Moving along, please do not forget to like and subscribe if you're on TikTok, and do not forget to subscribe if you are on YouTube. And let's get to 100,000 subscribers. I will try to trade every day as much as I can. Um, okay, that's it, guys. A lot has happened, so you know how I close it off with a rant and man, it's been rough, right? With a rant and a bit of what should I call it? And a bit of say my mind. Let me call it that way. So when I close it off, here's how I close it off for the day. Um, so for me, for the past few weeks, I think for the past 2 weeks, it's been tough in terms of swing trading. I've been getting a hit after hit. I am down 5%. Yes, I am down 5%. Um, and then in terms of swing trading, understand me very well. In terms of swing trading, I'm down 5%. I think I'm going to start recording my thing now. I've created a spreadsheet, or I've got a spreadsheet where I'll be recording all my swing trading positions and just make it public and show you how it's been like. So swing trading has been horrible ever since the war started. I'm on a deep drawdown. But in terms of day trading, it's good for the past 2 weeks. I'm out 2%. And also, not only that, but for today, in terms of today, should I call it today market as I was trading today? Because I traded live today. So as I was trading today, what I picked up was what I picked up in this case was that I went long. Then I don't. Let me not just do it, but just if you want to see this, just jump on YouTube. Just watch the live on YouTube. Just start the live stream for today. Start afresh. Just see how I went long and how I decided to buy Euro US. I mean, how I decided to buy a Nasdaq and how I traded it in terms of day trading. I went long. The market pushed to the upside, started giving good distribution to the upside, gave a one RR, and then I moved my stop loss to break even. I had confidence that the market will still continue to the upside. Let's see if it continued. And then from there, I moved to break even and allow the market to do what it wants. And to be fair, um, I'm I'm happy that I managed my risk quite well. I was not already I was targeting a 3R, but I was not too obsessed with my bias to say I'm certain with my bias will work out. I just face the reality that my bias might not work out and let me not be rash. So it only reached my first target. So this is how the trade was. I went long there. Stop loss was just below. My all-time target, my target for the day was the AM session opening price. You got that move to the upside. I think it gave, what was it? It gave a 1.8 RR already by the time it reached that area. And we've already reached our first target. But on our first target, I didn't close partials because I was still looking for a good continuation to the upside. And the continuation was coming from the fact that as we distribute higher, we broke above this high here and we left that fair value gap. So my anticipation was this support or fair value gap will hold and reject to the upside. Hence, decided to move my stop loss. Um, I decided to move my stop loss to break even. And on that, from there, because also Powell was testifying, and then you saw this move here, took me out on break even. And in conclusion, good trade management for the day. I'm not gonna complain much. Good trade management, good anticipation of the market, good reading of the market. My bias was okay. For the day, I thought I'll continue to get a more bullish reading to the upside, but other than that, that didn't happen. So we got a break-even day, and I sometimes there's nothing wrong to get a trade like this. There's totally nothing wrong to get a trade like this. You went long, it pushed to the upside. Your target there is your target, another target is there, and you're like, I went long, let me take a break-even trade. And that's what I did. I took a break-even trade. Look at now. So I'm not obsessed. One thing I love is I was never obsessed with my bias. Because if you get obsessed with your bias, it moves higher. And then when it fails, look at this, it's catastrophic because you'll cry and say, but why? But anyway, I think I'm happy with how I managed my trade. I think I was ranting to just say I'm happy with how I managed my trade. So this comes to the end of today. So do not forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. I'll truly appreciate your support on YouTube. And I know you guys are used, more special on YouTube, they're used to me trading the PM session. But now this week I'm making night shift. So if I have time, I will trade the AM session. Other than that, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I love you all. Have a great day. And I'll be trading live on YouTube as well, TikTok. And I'll try to trade live also on Facebook. I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Other than that, guys, just know Kuri. Ndami Ranza. Have a great day. Bye.